So I teach, one of my classes that I've been teaching for a number of years is bioethics. And in that course, we look at many of the traditional problems in ethical problems in medicine, but also topics in emerging technologies. And in this last year with the pandemic, we spent a lot of time thinking about the ethical issues that came up during the pandemic, including rationing critical care beds, discussions around vaccines, and so on. Okay, another class that I regularly teach is philosophy of law. And in philosophy of law, we look at a number of really interesting questions in the law, including the nature of law, that is, whether or not law is connected to morality or not. But then we also look at questions about, legal authority and legal justification. So the question of whether or not the law ought to encroach upon our lives in terms of just telling us what to do, that's in terms of what's morally right or wrong, or whether it should stop us from doing things that involve self-harm. So all those things about the criminal law, of whether or not that's the place that we should be regulating personal behavior. But I also in that class try to introduce students to different theories of constitutional interpretation, and we read some of the big constitutional cases, including things like Roe versus Wade, but also we read cases under equal protection of Plessy versus Ferguson and Brown versus Board of Education, and really think through what the notions of things like equal protection mean. What does it mean to be equal in a society? And of course, we also take on issues around punishment and the justification of punishment.